Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
To Nick Chubb.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now Cobb to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
To
Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They toss it left side to Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Into the air once more. It's Brissett eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Brissett now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Hey, alert 33. 53. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Point it right. Hurry.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Here's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
For the extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up first and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Brissett again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. He pitches it out. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 30, Browns nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Being chased out left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable. I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action with Brissett. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up the
Here's Brissett
at the 15.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defense.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 37, Browns nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD.
Amy Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get this.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brissett. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the net.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
What we got? What we got?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return comes Cobb. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brissett. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And the Texans 1st down.
Now Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, and try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mayfield now from the 50. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 26.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
20-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Cleveland Browns.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Number 20.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Check. Check hot route. Hey.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. A huge play there for Houston. 74 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
At the 14-yard line.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Bust through the tackle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fighting down past the 45. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Mayfield to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And again, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The Texans 4-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.